specialized groups, members engage in more meaningful business exchanges with more qualified networking across their various brands. At present, we have over 2,200 members from 140 countries under the RW umbrella.
Today's program will last about 1 hour, and at this time, we would like to open up the microphone to all of our audience to get to know all of you here a little bit better so that our speakers can understand who their audience is. So in this segment, I'll call out your name. Please unmute yourself. Introduce yourself by mentioning which company and country you're from, what time it is where you are, and why you're excited to be part of this panel discussion today. So let's go around the room real quick. And let's see who we can call on. How about we call on Charlie Hajar? Hi, Charlie. Are you there?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, can hear you just fine.
How are you all?
Very well.
My name is Charlie. My name is Charlie Hajar. I represent LabFreight from Lebanon. I'm under G7 network. And well, basically, it's been 4 years with G7. And we have all the solution that our clients or agents, we can support them, I mean.
All right, great. Thank you for joining us. What part? So you said you're from Lebanon. What time is it over there?
It's 10 o'clock in the morning.
10 o'clock in the morning. Okay, well, thanks for joining us. Nice and not too early, just about right. All right. Joanna, who would you like to call on next?
All right, next let's call on Suresh Dadar. Hi, Suresh.
Hi, Joanna, can you hear me?
Yes, can hear you perfectly.
Yes, good, lovely. Thank you for inviting me, and welcome everyone. And good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. So I'm Suresh from Woodland Group. We represent the UK, United States, and Ireland across X2, where we're a founder member, and G7, where we joined about 4 to 5 years ago. And yeah, just a pleasure to be here. Just having so much fun and getting to know everyone in X2 and G7. It's a fantastic group of people, proper family atmosphere, and made some amazing friends and doing a lot of business with everyone across there. So a pleasure to see you all.
Amazing. Thank you, Suresh. Thanks for being here. And Dawn, who's up next?
All right, Joanna, let's call on Finney Thomas next. Hi, Finney. Are you unmuting your microphone there? There you go.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, can hear you just fine. Where are you joining us
Hello,
from?
yes. Good morning from Kuwait. I'm Finney Thomas from Cargo Plus Middle East in Kuwait. We are in the X2 network since 5 years now, and we're glad that we could join you. Everything well here, and it's 11 o'clock, 11:10 in the morning.
All right. Is there anything you're looking for in particular today to get out of this this event?
Well, it's been a while we haven't seen you, so mostly it's a gel up. I mean, it's a it's a kind of gelling up for me, and most importantly, the speakers. I know Gis Matthew, I know Naveen, so I would be glad to hear from them as well as the new speakers. Yes.
All right. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, Joanna, who do we have next?
All right, I'd like to call Alexandra Orta.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Hello.
Sorry, I was a little bit late. I think you was asking for a short presentation, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, just it's a brief introduction of your company and what you're looking for in today's meeting.
Okay, so thanks. I'm sorry. Hello, everyone. I'm Alexandra Horta, and I'm representing Jedaya International Group from Turkey. I'm the branch manager of our office in Argentina. We are here trying to know new partners and all the people that join this kind of networks, and make a networking for everyone, and everyone can know our company and enjoy our services and our service to everyone. Okay, thanks so much.
Awesome. Thank you, Alexandra. And Dawn, do we
Yes.
have one more person to call up?
Sure, let's call one last participant for today. How about Jose Coronel?
Hey, good morning.
Good morning, Jose.
This is Jose. I'm with one of the panel participants today. It's
I
very
see.
excited. Yeah, this initiative about brand and social media, because I think that's where the industry is going. Having authority on what you're talking about so you can build trust. I'm with Alltrans Cargo, headquarters in the United States with presence in Latin America, Ecuador, Brazil, Venezuela, and Colombia. So just happy to be here out of the networks that you guys handle. We're in X2, G7N, and also in CLN. So just happy to be here and excited for the participants.
All right, thank you, Jose. I believe we'll be hearing from Ana Maria Gonzalez later on in the program. For right now, though, however, we have a very special hot off the presses video teaser that we'd like to share with everyone today. This is an industry panel on content creation for freight forwarders. Take a look.
Are you a freight forwarder looking to elevate your content? Then you can't miss this. Join us on October 29th at 4 p.m. Hong Kong time for an exclusive Zoom meeting with top freight forwarder content creators. They're sharing their secrets, unique styles, and powerful branding strategies. Imagine learning how to craft captivating stories that grab attention and build trust with your global partners. And the best part, it's absolutely free to join. Don't miss out on this golden opportunity to transform your content and boost your business. Click the link below to register, and we'll see you on Zoom. Elevate your content, engage your audience, and watch your business soar.
All right, so now it's time to get to know our speakers for today. So excuse me if I accidentally mispronounce your name, but here we go. First, we have Naveen Prakash, Director of Global Logistics Solutions from India, a member of the Neptune Cargo Network. Next, we have Gerard Go, Regional Director of Danay Logistics from Singapore. And then we have Richard Davies, Director of HGL Limited from New Zealand, a member of the G7N Logistics Network.
We also have Eduardo Harois, CEO of Racing Cargo from Mexico. He's a member of Combined Logistics Network. Gis Matthews, Director of Global Logistics Solutions from India. He's a member of Neptune Cargo Network. And Ana Maria Gonzalez, CEO of Alltrans Cargo Group from the United States. She is also a member of X2 Network.
Okay, so today, of course, our main topic is content creation for freight forwarders. So before we proceed, may I request you switch into the side-by-side speaker screen? We have prepared 3 questions for this topic, but let me start with the first one. And the first question is, could you give us a short introduction about your company? So we'll go from, I guess, the top here. Also, maybe Gis and Naveen would like to tag team on the introduction of their company, since they're both in the same company.
Yeah. So Gis, you can go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. Namaste. It's Diwali time in India. So good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone. So our company, Global Logistics, we started in the year 2006, and we started with Mumbai, Chennai, and Delhi. Now, briefly, now we are in 19 locations all across India with 350 people. Predominantly, we are into LCL consolidation. That is a business we started off. Then we expanded to FCL freight forwarding and projects and a little bit of air freight. So consolidation activity we do for both inbound and export from all locations in India. So we cover around 30 locations going up and down. So that's a brief about the company. Naveen, if you want to add something, you can add, Naveen.
Yeah, so we're members of Neptune as well as X2 for past 6 years. So that means that we not only do LCL consolidation, but also we do other products like air inbound, FCLs, and also project shipments. And we also operate a coastal shipping in India. So with our own vessel operations, and we also are box owners. So we do a NVSC too. So yeah, it's a combination of LCL and freight forwarding company. So our content strategy is very dynamic for a market which is covering all aspects of shipping and logistics. So thank you so much for the opportunity to introduce ourselves.
All right, thank you so much. How about we move to Gerard?
Happy Tuesday, everybody. Thank you for inviting me and the other co-hosts to be on this panel. I am the Regional Director for Dani Logistics or Dani Lines. Dani is HQ'd in Chennai, but my role is more for Southeast Asia. In Southeast Asia, we are located in Vietnam, Singapore, Malaysia, Thailand, Indonesia. For those who know me, and I think many of you do, Southeast Asia is what I've been doing all along. So this is something I bring to Dani and something Dani brings to me. And not wanting to take up too much time. So yeah, happy to be on this panel, and let's talk about content creation shortly.
All right, thanks, Gerard.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to Richard Davies.
Hi everybody, how are you doing? This is Richard Davis from HGL in New Zealand. Well, actually in Bangkok. Can you all hear me okay?
Yeah.
Cool. I started HGL up 8 years ago after I immigrated to New Zealand from the UK. We've been growing a business. We do air, sea, projects, etc. The same as all you guys do too, I would imagine. And we've been taking social media content much more seriously this year, and we're looking forward to sharing you some of our thoughts on the whole situation.
All right, great. Thank you, Richard. Joanna, who do we have next?
Next, we have Eduardo Cabrois.
Yes, hello everyone. My name is Eduardo, and I'm from Racing Cargo Mexico. By now, in the company, we are like about 220 people. We have 11 offices inside Mexico, so we can cover pretty much all of the country. We do, of course, air freight, ocean freight, and we do a lot of trucking between Mexico, US, and Canada as well. We also have an office in Hamburg, Germany, in Hong Kong, and also in Italy, in Milan. And then, of course, the content creation is for us very important. I think we have been doing a lot of new stuff in the last 2 years, and we are very happy to share with you.
Awesome. And then up next, we have Jis Matthews.
Actually, we already heard from Jis. We can go to Ana Maria Gonzalez. Hi, Anna. Yeah, we just need to unmute your microphone. Are we having a hard time on that one? There you go.
Thank you. Hi, good morning, everyone. My name is Ana Maria Gonzalez from Oil Transcargo. My headquarters office is located in US, in Florida, in Miami. We have a warehouse, 25,000 square feet, 10 doors. We do all the services that most of the agents do, air freight, ocean, but we have some specialized services like AOG, OOG, and we have another division 2 years ago for small packages called ATX. It's the orange logo. And also I have 4 branches in South America. Ecuador, Brazil, Venezuela, and Colombia. So being in Miami as a hub is a good helpful for us because we can help among the group. And I'm so excited being here. I am in different networks, 17 networks, and in this one I am in X2. Because for me, Sol Transcargo is the only way that the companies, everyone knows about us. So I am so excited to be here because we can hear all the panels talking, we can learn from them, and we can share ideas, and we can apply it in our company. Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Anna. And we're going to move on to our next question. And the question is, what type of content works best for freight forwarders? And when answering this question, we'd also like it if you could share your screen to show us some examples of what kind of content works best. So we'll start off with Naveen.
Hi. I won't be sharing my screen, screen with everyone, but definitely I would love to share what really works with freight forwarders. When you're talking about freight forwarders, we're talking about B2B business. So we have to choose the right platform where we can do B2B marketing. For example, if you see that some platforms like Facebook, or you say Instagram, or other platforms, social media platforms, most of us are connected with our friends and family or extended. It's mostly personal. And secondly, that our clients are not direct customers. Mostly it is the exporters or importers, or either we're trying to sell it to other freight forwarding companies overseas, whom we cannot reach every time personally, but we can definitely showcase about our organization being present in our country of location, wherever we are, and with whom we work and what exactly we do. So that is appealing for more of B2B kind of audiences. So I believe that one of the platform which is I'm particularly using is LinkedIn, where it's considered almost 100% as a B2B kind of a platform, where I'm addressing not only my clients, but also my counterparts and my potential business partners who are present on LinkedIn. And one more important thing is that people tend to, when they try to create the content, they also forget that it's a good way to promote to people who would like to join your organization, because when you're representing your organization to your clients or to counterparts, it's also may attract some good talent towards your organization. So it's a people business, so it's important for us to have right people in the organization as well. And more importantly, you understand your working culture, your style, and the products and services that you offer. They might align to their thought process into that. So I would definitely, I've chosen to work on LinkedIn as such, because it's a very concentrated market. If you see, for example, Facebook, it is covering more than 1.2 to 1.5 billion people, but exactly that is not my target audience. So it's very important when you're talking about the marketing, the strategy has to be very, very clear. Who is my target audience? So I create my content accordingly. So when we see even on LinkedIn, certain posts or certain people, they have more than 100,000 followers, and they have so many likes and shares. But is it something concerning my business? No, it may not be. So, but I may, for example, if I put some posts on LinkedIn, I may only have, say, 30 likes or 30 reactions, and I may have very few comments. But actually, that means much for me, because I'm address the right kind of audience, and they're able to connect with me. So that is what is my target all about. It's not about the number of reactions that I may get, or the number of likes I might get, but what is important is that how many emails I get in my LinkedIn when I post. So basically, this is what driving them to connect them to me, and I'm able to. That means I was able to convey what I wanted to convey as a strategy to my potential customers or business partners, or more importantly, as I said, that some would like to work for my organization. So obviously, both sides come with some kind of value proposition. Then they come back and say that, hey, I saw your particular post on LinkedIn. And I think I align my thoughts with the organization. Currently, I'm not getting that kind of vibes for my organization. So maybe if I come on board, maybe we can work together. So I would definitely go for LinkedIn, and I'm doing my content creation on LinkedIn. So if anybody has any particular thoughts about how to go about it, how to build it, just to share the numbers, I have more than around 22,000 connections on LinkedIn at this moment of time. And also I've been consistently posting for the last 4 to 5 years. Earlier, my focus was very, very clear about how much revenue I'm going to generate. So I used to have a revenue calculator on my LinkedIn, but I stopped that now because my goals have changed. So anything you want to do ask me about LinkedIn, I'll be happy to share, especially for the shipping and logistics industry. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Naveen. That was very interesting about target audience. So coming up next, Dawn, who are we going to ask about their best ideas for content creation?
That's right. Does anybody have any examples that they want to show? If not, we can talk about a different question here. The next question being, how important is personal branding and what is your strategy? Eduardo, would you have any thoughts on this?
Yes, for us is very important, not only for the company, also in terms of the personal branding. I think that I started last year with the help, of course, of my marketing team to make a strategy for the content that I was going to upload in the social media, not only on Facebook or Instagram, also in LinkedIn. So we have a very basic kind of way of doing things. But for instance, for me, it's very important to have a balance, not only talking about the company or the services that we serve in the company, as well. I talk a lot about the people of the company. I think it's very important to focus in the team that we have, because that is the way that we show to the audience, to the customers or potential customers, how we treat the people inside the company. If we have an event, for instance, we always have a Halloween costume contest in the company. So we show that up in the media. For instance, we have all the Mondays, we have a free breakfast for the people. On Fridays, we have the happy hour from 4 to 6, and we make these 20 seconds, maybe video short clips, and we upload in the social media. Not only in the Racing Cargos one, also as well in mine. So in that terms, there's a lot of people that contact me asking for help, asking me sometimes what do I think about the content that they are creating. In the other side, I started 1 year ago. I started a podcast, and we have at least one guest per month. And I was trying always to have different kind of people, not only people from the industry. Sometimes I have maybe a shipping line and maybe someone from the air industry, but as well I have invited sports people, that soccer players or baseball players. There was one time that I invited a lucha libre wrestling fighter, and very different kinds of guests. So, but that the audience are going to be, very that they want to know what we are going to talk about. So, in that also we are doing a lot, and of course talking about the family, and the aspect of the family is more to humanize who we are, and how that we manage on a daily basis. There's a lot of people that ask me, hey, Eduardo, how do you balance your life? Because we seen that you travel a lot, that you maybe sometimes you don't have any specific moment to share with your family or whatever. But for me, it's important, So what I try to do sometimes is when I have I don't know, maybe a barbecue in my house, I just record some short clips, and of course with the help of my marketing team, they help me, to create a reel, and then I share it also in the social media. A lot of people knows that I am a Star Wars fan. I have a collection of Star Wars toys, and every Friday I upload one video of an unboxing of these Star Wars toys, and that is very popular because a lot of people know me because of that. So I think there is a little pretty much balance, not only talk about only of the business or the services that we have, but also about our hobbies or who we are. I think that it's very important not only in this industry, for the whole people, to be very authentic, to try to show who we are and how do we like to do business and in our lives.
All right, great. Eduardo, do you have anything that you could share, maybe back from the last question of the content that you might be having, or if anybody else also would like to prep some content?
Sorry, at the moment, since I'm not in Mexico, I just arrived to Japan.
I see.
Yes, and
No
and
problem.
yes, because I have a wedding that I attended yesterday, so
Uh-huh.
I'm
Well,
ready.
actually, I do remember watching one of your videos on a previous panel discussion, and I did see the affinity for Star Wars. It was pretty cool,
Yes,
actually. I thought it
thank you,
was
thank
really,
you,
I'm also an avid fan as well, so more power to you.
thank you very much.
All right, Eduardo. How about maybe Gerard? Gerard, do you have any would you have any content that you would possibly like to share? Would you like to tell us a little bit
I
about?
would love to, but I was on here earlier with Richard. We were the first to in, and we realized okay, again, like I'm not in Singapore, I'm in Ho Chi Minh right the past few days. We figured we're having a problem sharing on our iPad. I don't have my laptop with me, so I'm very sorry, guys. But just search my name on any social media, Facebook, LinkedIn, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, X. You'll find things about me. Yeah. So yeah, I'm sorry, I don't have anything to share. Richard,
No worries.
yeah.
Maybe some thoughts on your personal branding and your strategy, perhaps?
For me, yeah. It's a bit. I agree with what Navin and Eduardo said. But looking at the group of people here, the 95 people here, I think people like Christian, Melvin, and Niels are actually doing a much better job at this than me with the Freight Guys. For those of you who don't know, please check them out on the Freight Guys. Yeah, just promoting for them. Yeah, they're really very good at it. Just to touch a bit about what Eduardo said, I think on platforms like Facebook and Instagram, I share a little bit of work, but maybe 85% of my private life. On LinkedIn, like Navin said, probably 95% is about work, very little about my private life. Then you have TikTok. I think what you share as a content creator depends on what platform you are on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think everybody will agree on that. So it's all about generating an idea that makes people interested in what you do. And that's how they know you, and that's how they feel closer to you and the person that you are. I don't particularly promote my company all the time. My boss will probably be scolding me after this thing. But I believe it's about being trustworthy and showing people what you do. For example, for me, if you go to my Facebook, I think most of you don't know me, they know my dogs. Yeah, my dogs, Coco and Dre, they are the most famous on Facebook, more famous than me when I go for conference. So just an example of the impact social media can have on anybody. Yeah, yeah. I'm giving the others some time to talk. I think Richard wanted to say something, bro.
Okay, sure, Richard.
Hey, how you doing? So I'm just going to touch back on a couple of points which have been made, and I think if I get this right, and embarrassing, but we're talking about freight forwarding and social media, and none of us seems to be able to actually show our screens, which is kind of embarrassing. But I think I can start broadcast.
Oh, there we go.
So hopefully you can see my screen, guys.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, I just want to touch base really a little bit on why we do what we do. Oh, God blimey. Don't look up me on Facebook or Instagram. So for us, it was a strategy for why we do what we do. And we're a smaller, more boutique company, so we can't compete with some of the other larger companies on what they do, social media content and etc. So what we try to do, and we're predominantly LinkedIn, but it's about showing people who we are, letting them, kind of inviting them into our company to be part of our family. So, you know, we talk about people playing rugby, or we talk about other content. And what I found when I looked at everybody else's, no offense to anybody, when I looked at their freight forwarding social media links, be it Facebook or anything else, they were all very seriously driven by news of the day, etc., etc. And what we wanted to do was show all elements of our company. So they come in and they see a little bit about who we are, our new website, which might be a business part. We might talk about news which is relevant to strikes in the US or what's happening in various parts of the world, unfortunately. But we also try to mix it in with some more fun content, so you get to feel a sense of who we are as people. And then we feel that gives a certain degree of trust back to the customer, to us, because they know who they're talking to. They know who they're dealing with. And we think that that's, you know, very important. Again, a terrible picture of me with my new bees. It's a very important part of what we are, is to show us as people, us as a company, and we use it as a sales tool. So, you know, the guys can go out there and then they can refer back to it, and hopefully we can capture a little bit of something out of it at the same time.
All right. Does anybody else want to share a little bit?
So, I mean, yeah, getting back about personal branding. So a brand is something that people would recognize, right? That is something, the whole objective of having a brand, how you differentiate yourself from others and how you get recognized. So for a person to be like that in a crowd of people, that you have something different to say about yourself. So to create a personal brand is basically writing your own story, that what you'd want to be and how you want it to be perceived by people when they see you. So it's a very bold decision that somebody has to take it, because if you are on a path to create your own brand and you're not very serious about it, it can miscommunicate a lot of things. So you really have to be very, very clear what exactly do you want to present yourself with, and what are the steps that you're going to follow, and more importantly, what you showing. It's important that you should be doing that as well. So otherwise the whole exercise of creating a brand really doesn't really work, for example. So if you want to show that you are a great salesperson and you really care about the customers, so that customers like you and they want to work with you, so you need to create that kind of brand. So genuinely, I mean, if you're a person like that, you would definitely generate a lot of interest towards you from the clients. So for example, I'm talking about my own example. Even though a part owner of Global Logistics, I've been entrepreneur for last 18 years, and I worked for 10 years at senior positions, but my passion is for sales. So I would also myself as a salesperson. Even on my LinkedIn profile, you will not find me the director of Global Logistics. You'll find me the sales specialist, because I thrive on that. So every day I think about sales. So I want to present myself as a personal branding, as a person who's passionate about sales. And why I'm passionate about sales? Because I really care about my customers. So as long as I'm able to drive that particular point, and wherever I go, I say, like, okay, so this guy is one person who really loves the customers and want to give them solutions and want to be around them. So obviously, somebody who's doing business with another company or other person, they don't feel personalized. They just feel, okay, this company is big and strong, so I'm working with them, but actually they don't love me. They don't love my business. So I want somebody who would take it more personally. So I try to create that kind of branding, because that's what I am. So I really have benefited a lot because of that. So when people, by telling my stories, right from my first day in sales until today, after 30 years. So it's a long journey, but I'm not bored of it. I'm pretty excited for next 30 years of doing sales. So I've tried to create a brand like that, and it really worked for me. So just to give an example. Yeah.
Joanna, I think we have a couple of more questions that we have here, but I also see that Jose has his hand up. Perhaps
Oh yeah, we'd like to share the way that we do it. So if you don't mind me, I'll
yeah,
share my.
sure.
And now my boss can continue.
Hi. Yes, thank you. Yeah, what we develop or what we do in our content is daily, our operation, post our operation, videos, reels about our service. And that is something that you make your brand, position your brand in the mind of the audience, of your followers or your customers or your agents. And also what we do is also educational content about, articles, videos, about any news in the industry, what happened in Panama Channel, in the Red Sea, with the wars, how the strike in US, news that help to our customers or agents around the world. And that is a way to position your brand. I have my logo, we just changed it this year. I had it, my company's 17 years, almost 18. And I had my logo since I began my company. So, and I resisted to change it. But we have developed other companies, so I accepted. And we did that this year. So it was hard in that part because people know you with that logo for years. Now we have a new branding. We rebrand. So that is something that we had to work very hard to position in the mind of everyone your same presence, but with new image. So, but we do it like that. Also, we have we create these stories. Well, I have this. There is another question, but about that. But the platform help us a lot. The different like Twitter, the Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, all those platforms help us a lot to position your branding. And for me, it's very, 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 very important at that point. So this is what we do under this question about content work. Oh, yeah. Here is about the platform that we use. Yeah. For example, I am in different networks, and we prepare always before the conference, videos, and show our customers that all Transcargo will be in that country. Right now, I am in Argentina. I'm sitting in another conference, and I woke up 3:30, and for me it's okay because I know it's Hong Kong time. But with pleasure, I am here sharing all these ideas or what we do for you, or share it with you.
Okay, Anna, I was just wondering, just a quick question. For logistics in particular, which is the best platform to be on for you? Is it Instagram, Facebook? Is it X? Which is the one that gives you the most engagement out of all of them?
Yeah, for my point of view is LinkedIn, because that's it's a professional platform. I love Instagram and I love Facebook and I love Twitter and the other ones, and because help us a lot. But for me, LinkedIn is a very good one platform too, because it's like I feel it like it's more professional. It's for business. And the people that is there is not just to, to joke, to make this, and that all it's okay. We share it and we do it. But I think it's more professional, more serious, and help us a lot, I want to, yes.
I see. Okay. All right. And I guess lastly, our last question is basically if anyone has any random tips on how to improve your content creation game. Richard?
Yeah, maybe I can talk.
Oh,
yeah,
just
please.
okay, sure. Oh, yeah. Anyone who has who'd like to chime in on this one,
Yeah.
sure.
So let me talk about the content creation, what we are doing for our company page. So our company page, what we are focused more is on, profiling our services, then our people, then of course the values and our expertise. I'll just share quickly our page also. So this is just an example of how we profile our people. Some contents which gives some kind of see altogether in our company page we have something like more than 57,000 followers. That's only in LinkedIn. So some of the posts like this where we are profiling the people, we get something like if you can see, it is 30,000 plus impression, which is equal to the views. One thing we could also realize is that, like, of course, we talk about our services also, and like people are interested in seeing what our people are doing also. So that give us some kind of more leverage or more connectivity to the people, to the customers, and even to our partners also. Because most of our content strategy is basically to help our customers and our partners to know us better rather. And we don't just do it only on the post on this kind of photograph or something. We do something on the video also. And the video, that is something like where it is again connected to my personal branding also, like and company branding, both going together. We have something called Logistically Speaking, which I do as podcast every week, which is being uploaded in YouTube also, but majorly it is created for LinkedIn. This is a weekly podcast which get a view of minimum 5,000 to 10,000 views, and it goes up to 45,000 also. This is something where I'm talking about the economy, or mostly about the logistic connected to logistics, the topic which is related to logistics. This is what I talk on. And on the company page, one thing also we could realize is that there is a lot of interaction, and we create interaction by having this logic quiz, which we started. Initially when we were also wondering where people will connect with us or answer the questions what we do, like this kind of logic quiz. But then we realized there is a lot of connectivity in that also. People are giving answers. There are one-to-one messages also which comes to us. So there is an interaction which we can get through this logic quiz activity also. Then of course we do something like some tips, or some tips on how to do your your logistic activity in a better way. Then of course profiling some of the small videos where what is the advantages or our values and expertise, which when they connect with us, what they can benefit from us. These are the things we do it in our company page, which give us some kind of leverage also. And the viewership actually, or the number of followers is actually going up. You can see like in every week we see the number of followers are increasing, and till now we don't do any kind of paid kind of promotions. It is always an organic growth for all our content, and also on our page what we are doing. And of course, on the personal topic, which personal branding, which I was hearing about other panelists was talking, these days when everybody is Googling you, and they will understand you better than the company. And most of the people who is in the platform, you can see it is medium-sized freight forwarders or medium-sized consolidators, where the person is very important, and people know the person more than the company. So that is the reason you need to have a personal branding which is very strong. And the best way to do that is get it through the social media. Social media, it will amplify your voice and show your perspective on everything in a better way. So basically, it will amplify your personality, your brand, everything. So along with your personal brand, of course, the company brand also grows in that.
All right. Thank you for that, Jess. All right. Richard, did you have something to add as well?
Yeah, I was just going to say that I think the other thing as well about social media, and everybody's right, we're all kind of focused a little bit on LinkedIn and a bit on Facebook, etc., etc. And we're trying to show people our company and who we are, and to give them an experience that they're going to remember who we are, to part of that, to back up that branding. But what we have found is regular drips of information and seeing what times you're putting them on there, because different people engage at different times in different parts of the world. So you can get a lot by seeing when you're putting a post out, what engagement it gets at that time. It might be because it's a good time for lunch in a particular country and they come back to you. And also to keep the content changing, to keep a different feel for it, and then have that kind of cohesiveness, so it all looks the same, but it might be industry news or it might be a bit of fun. I mean, we do the gin o'clock thing on a Friday, which you should watch, everybody, where we have a little bit more of a lighter content and we talk about stuff. But video is very engaging, and people come back and look at them, even if you're being silly or stupid. And people like engaging with us in them situations. And the other thing as well, which is important, is to not just put a post out there and then just forget about it. You've got to put a post out there and then you've got to engage and work that post. So if people comment, reply back, add comments to it, make sure everybody in the company also likes it and shares it and tries to build that momentum. Don't let something go stagnant, because you can keep going back and reviving something, and it doesn't take very much work to do that. That's all I was going to say.
Amazing tips. Does anyone else have any other points to add? If not, then that will be it for today's panel discussion. And thank you very much for your contribution to RW Solutions' 16th panel discussion. Naveen, Gerard, Richard, Eduardo, Gis, and Anna Maria. We really appreciate you making time for us, and we would like to thank everyone that's attended today's panel discussion. I hope that you had a great time, and thank you very much for attending.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, guys, if you do have the chance, please do visit our RW website, where all of our networks are showcased. You might be interested to be joining one of our networks moving forward, where we promote partnership amongst freight forwarders as well.
And please feel free to get in touch with our speakers for any inquiries or collaboration opportunities. You can find their contact information on the screen.
And we have also left you a poll, so if you could please take a couple of minutes to fill it up, it'll be very helpful for us to improve our panel discussions moving forward. Once again, thank you everyone so much, and have a beautiful day wherever you are. Bye-bye.